The after effects about this Ozempic thing, do you agree with that? Or do you think it's actually healthy?
I think it can be healthy if people do it correctly, right? It's just like anything, right? The people back in the day were getting the lap bands or the gastric, right? If it was supposed to help teach them better eating habits so they don't overeat, things like that. But of course, if you eat like an asshole before and you go back to eating like an asshole again,
You're an asshole.
You're an asshole. It's not going to work. They were messing up their gastric, or they were, expanding their stomachs and they were eating the same amount again.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with any of the GLPs, right? It's supposed to help teach you better eating habits. And the issue with what people were seeing on the semaglutide is they weren't eating, period. That's where you heard people about, the muscle loss, the bone density going down, things like that, looking like a skeleton, is because they weren't eating, period.
And I know people that took it and they're like, I can't eat. I have 2 spoonfuls of food and I can't eat no more.
Yeah, and that's the problem. People with this overdose, they weren't doing it correctly and they weren't educated on how to properly do it. And that's where these new ones come in, like the GLP-3. I've experienced myself, I've tested it, but the studies are showing, it's not causing the nausea. It's off of 3 mechanisms instead of the one. It helps retaining muscle mass, bone density. It's a lot healthier for you. And the overall long effects of it are healthier, lowering cholesterol, inflammation in the body, showing that it may decrease the risk of Alzheimer's or, things like that.